Hey, good peoples. So, I got so many topics rushing through my head. I gotta start on my, I gotta start on finishing up my project I already got in place. I got a book coming out, illustration book with some short stories, things of that nature. And, I just want to touch on the whole aspect of relationships. Because it is miscellaneous talk with your girl, BossTmp. Relationships between a man and a woman, especially after over time, it should be a what they call it, an unspoken rule. And from my interpretation, an unspoken rule is something that is secondhand knowledge. We know this. We don't have to define it. We don't have to break it down. We already know what the fuck we. What you talking about? We already. You don't know. Yeah, so we don't have to go through that. When it comes to relationships, sometimes, but what I found out is that even after you've been with a person after a certain extent, a period of time, sometimes you still have to, I guess, refresh, remind, keep instilling why we got together in the first place. And the more you think that is not important, the more of your relationship you would lose. I sit back and I be looking at my man like he's supposed to, you should know me by now. If you don't know me by now, that's just a goddamn song. Like a lot of people say love just 4-letter word. That's just a goddamn song. You know what I'm saying? So I can't expect for him to read my man, and I'm not trying to read his. Now, as much as you think you know a person, if that's just what you think, now if you say you know me, then you wouldn't do anything to piss me off. Now that's, I think I know. You know me, then you know the buttons to push. You know, you say this, we're gonna be having a good conversation. You know, you just put that in there. You know, I'm gonna be like, and you know my whole demeanor gonna change. So why would you do that to me if you love me? So when it comes to relationships between men and women, I'm still learning. I would never ever advocate for being a guru of anything. I hey, I've been saying this for decades. I ain't shit. I ain't never claimed to be. So don't hold me accountable for shit. Don't hold me accountable for anything. Nah, you got the wrong motherfucker. Nah, I don't do nothing. But as far as when it comes to the difference between men and women, I think the only difference is strength, speed, agility, and thought process. And that depends on who the person is. Everything really boils down to who is the individual that you looking at or you talking about, or who the person that is in that position, in that place. You gotta look at the individual. Me, myself, give you a little background about me. My mama passed when I was 15 years old. Before she passed, me and her had a mixed relationship. I would never sit up here and say that my mama was a shit. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like she left in the time period and in my age range where it was vital for her to be there. And when she left, I had nobody to teach me. So I was raised by my father because they was married. I grew up in a 2-parent household. All my siblings around, everything. Family gatherings, the whole shebang bang. That was natural. But when she passed, I was at a very vulnerable state. And I rebelled. In my rebellion, I learned about myself. I learned some life, street experiences. But at the same time, my father kept that rod iron, but he didn't know what the fuck he was doing at the same time, too. I'm the only girl, and I'm the baby. He don't know what the fuck he doing. So it was like a new situation for everybody around the table. Couldn't nobody stand up and say they knew exactly what the how. Oh, I know exactly how we're gonna handle this situation. Couldn't nobody say that. And even if you did step like that, be like, well, tell me how exactly the fuck we supposed to move forward like that. Ain't no way. So I learned a lot of feminine attributes through friends, colleagues, just other women around. But it was mainly my own observation. You can observe so much, and then now you just gotta be your own scientist. You observe, you analyze, you go back in your lab, you put that shit together, and you come up with a concoction. What's your concoction? That's the conclusion. That's how you figure the shit out. Like a math problem. Now you reverse it to see if what you tested is true. Tried and true. But I ain't up here to talk about that. But when it comes to relationships, though, women need to let their guard down, and men need to, if you're really serious about this woman, as far as longevity, women are not vulnerable, but they just want to be cuffed the fuck up and swept the fuck away. Yes, we want that. How long Disney been on? How many Disney movies us girls watch? And now they teaching that shit to their kids, their daughters. No, it's not saying that that's how we should keep on thinking and living. But at the same time, every woman does want that fairy tale princess life. If she's a good woman, if she did everything that she's supposed to be doing to set herself up in a position where she can get a good man, and she still hasn't been chosen, now let's talk about that. That's why I feel like a lot of women go to hoeing and shit, because they like, shit, if this bitch getting it and I'm presenting myself, I'm way better than her and looking, everything. Talking, my personality better, everything. But I'm still getting looked past over. So yes, every woman does, especially a good woman that following the rules of how to be a woman. Yes, she's going to feel some type of way. She's going to get pissed the fuck off if she keep on getting looked over. What the fuck do you expect any other type of reaction to be? Either she gonna go back in her shell and say fuck the world and fuck these people and be to herself, or she gonna stoop to the other level of what the attention seekers is. That's what she do, and they all over her, I'ma do that too. It's only one other way. And then you got the in between. This is like just sitting here like me, just looking like, damn, this bitch doing that, this bitch doing that. But shit. Let me roll up. Fuck. Vibes. Good vibes. Vibes. Let me roll up. I mean, think about it. Look at it. Think about it and look at it. Now, women are feeling bad about themselves for what? It used to just be the fat bitches. Now you got bitches that's looking at themselves. Cut it out. But something to think about. Think about it.